Listen! Before you go down there again, stop for just a minute and watch this video, because what I'm about to share might completely change how you think about oral intimacy and your partner's health. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Kayla, and welcome to Dr. Kayla Narch Health Tips. If you care about your performance, your confidence, and your health, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because this channel is all about helping men like you feel better, perform better, and understand your body from a real medical perspective. Now let's get into it, because this topic is one most men never get honest answers about. Most men learn about intimacy from movies, friends, or, let's be honest, the internet. But real life is different. What happens in the bedroom, especially when it involves oral contact, isn't just about pleasure. It's about understanding biology, safety, and connection. Here's the truth. Intimacy doesn't retire. Whether you're 25 or 75, your body still craves connection, touch, and closeness. But if you want to keep that spark alive and protect both yourself and your partner, you need to know what's actually happening when you go south. So let's break it all down into 5 key truths. And some of them might surprise you. Let's start with the biggest misconception. A lot of guys secretly think vaginal fluids are just, well, weird. But biologically, they're one of the smartest, most protective systems in the human body. Here's what's really going on. Vaginal fluids are produced by 3 main sources. 1. Bartholin's glands, which reduce friction. 2. Skene's glands, also called the female prostate, which help with lubrication during arousal. 3. And the cervix, which adds protective mucus that balances the vaginal environment. These fluids are made mostly of water, amino acids, enzymes, minerals, and lactic acid. They protect delicate tissue, reduce infection risk, and make intimacy comfortable and safe. So when a man reacts negatively, saying it's gross or too much, he's not just being insensitive, he's actually creating emotional distance. A woman's body reads that as rejection, and trust starts to fade. Instead of judging it, see it for what it really is. The body's natural sign of health, readiness, and connection. Here's one of the most common questions I get in my clinic. Doc, is it normal for it to taste or smell a certain way? Yes, absolutely. Just like no 2 men smell the same after a workout, no 2 women taste the same either. Here's why. Diet. Pineapple, citrus, and good hydration can make fluids lighter and fresher. Garlic, onions, alcohol, coffee can give a stronger, sharper edge. Hormones. Around ovulation, fluids are more neutral. Around menstruation, there's a light metallic tone. After menopause, they may be less abundant or slightly acidic. All of that is normal. If there's ever a sudden bad odor or irritation, that's usually a treatable issue like a yeast infection or bacterial imbalance, not a deal breaker. Let's be adults for a second. Is it safe to swallow fluids? For most healthy monogamous couples, yes, biologically it's safe. Vaginal fluids are mostly water, enzymes, and protective compounds. In fact, they carry less risk than things we do all the time, like kissing or sharing a drink. But here's the catch. Sexually transmitted infections can still be transmitted through fluids. Diseases like chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, syphilis, trichomonas, and HIV can spread through contact, especially if there are open sores or bleeding gums. That's why I always tell my patients, know your status, test together, use protection in new relationships. That's not paranoia, that's partnership. Being honest about health doesn't kill romance. It builds trust, and trust makes passion last for decades. You know what really kills intimacy? Not infections, silence. I've seen so many couples lose emotional and physical connection, just because they were too embarrassed to talk. One partner notices a change, in smell, in moisture, or in comfort, but no one says anything. And over time, that silence turns into shame. Guys, listen, your partner's body changes. After menopause, after illness, after stress, even after diet changes, things shift. That's not a sign of aging badly. That's a sign she's human. If something feels different, talk about it. Ask gently. Offer support, not criticism. Maybe suggest a refreshing shower together, or encourage a doctor's visit. When you lead with curiosity and kindness, you keep the connection alive. Communication doesn't ruin the mood. It deepens it. Here's the biggest truth of all. When a man fully accepts his partner, body, fluids, everything, he sends the most powerful message possible. I see you. I accept you. I love every part of you. That emotional acceptance does something biological. It literally helps a woman relax. When she feels safe, her body naturally produces more lubrication, more pleasure hormones, and more connection. So if you want the best performance enhancer in the world, forget the pills, forget the gimmicks, learn acceptance. It's free, it's powerful, and it works every time. So what can you actually do with all this information? Let's make it simple. 1. Have the health talk. Bring it up gently. Suggest testing together. Not out of suspicion, but out of care. Twice a year is a good standard. 2. Stay observant. Notice changes, don't criticize them. If something smells different, maybe hydration is low, or hormones shifted. Encourage balance, not shame. 3. Practice full acceptance. Your partner's body is not supposed to smell like soap or perfume all the time. Real bodies have texture, scent, and rhythm. That's nature, not something to hide. Gentlemen, passion doesn't retire. Your 50s, 60s, even 70s can be your most confident years. If you let go of shame and start embracing acceptance, you don't need to waste money on pills or fake supplements. You just need to care for your health, communicate with honesty, and understand your partner's body with respect and curiosity. When you do that, you unlock not just pleasure, but connection, trust, and longevity. And that's what real masculinity looks like. If this video helped you understand something new, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. And remember, for more real, science-based health talk with a little bit of humor, make sure to subscribe to Dr. Kayla Health Tips, because passion doesn't expire, and neither should you.